About ornaments, we have terracotta necklaces and bangles made of shell, then copper and other kinds of stones and all. So all these indicate that there was a kind of craft specialization in this region.
So this is an interesting point that you have raised, and about this Dilip Chakraborty had spoken, and although there may not be much direct evidence available from the Rajasthan Chalcolithic sites about local metal smelting, but at Ahar we have copper slag and fragments which probably indicate local smelting and local manufacture of copper objects, and from given the kind of array of copper objects that we find from both the northeastern Rajasthan cultures and in the southeast, it seems that we can definitely, although we do not have direct evidence for smelting, but we can definitely put the Rajasthan Chalcolithic on the map of the total Indian prehistoric metal innovations. So that way I think there was a large scale contribution. Rita, could you tell us something about the Chalcolithic cultures from central India?
Well, the Chalcolithic cultures or the phase in central India starts with the cultural complex known as Kayatha after the type site. This is datable down to the late 3000 BCE, and it lies on the Malwa plateau, which is very rich and fertile and is washed by various rivers such as the Narmada, Betwa, Shipra and other rivers also. Now parts of Malwa had close connection with Harappan Gujarat, but the exact Harappan cultural phase in Malwa is ill-defined and very vague. About the type site of Kayatha, we have a distinctive thick brown slipped pottery, and apart from this we have buff colored pottery and the comb red ware. Then if you want to know about the other aspects of material culture, we have mud and reed houses with mud plastered floors. Then we have domesticated bone remnants of domesticated animals like cattle and horses. We have stone and a microlithic blade industry, and an elaborate copper assemblage or copper repertoire which includes a large number of copper objects.
Kayatha, we find very distinctive type of axis which is cast in mold. This is very interesting, and apart from that we also have copper chisels and ornaments like copper bangles. Now another interesting thing is that the axis from Kayatha resemble the Ganeshwar axis. So there seems to be some kind of a cultural connections between the two Chalcolithic cultures from these two zones, and also there might have been connections with the Harappan culture, because the steatite beads from Kayatha resemble the Harappan specimens, and also the pottery from Kayatha resemble the Harappan pottery. So it seems that all these three regions, the Malwa Kayatha culture and the culture from Ganeshwar as well as the Harappan cultures might have been interlinked.
Interestingly, at about 1800 BC, the site was abandoned, but it resurfaced once again as a center of the Ahar culture, or subsequent Ahar culture. Ahar phrases of culture is also present in Kayatha and other sites of the Chambal Valley. So we see that there are also other sites where we find remnants of copper artifacts. So we probably wider use of copper is indicated by them.